Since awakening in 2001, she lives awakened every moment. From the great wow, she stepped into this world to awaken all people so that liberate the source of suffering. As the founder and the spiritual leader of Universal Dawn Meditation Center, she awakens the Buddha potential in every individual and opens their wisdom mind, giving them the direct experience of returning to their unborn mind and liberate the born mind to find inner peace through happiness and purpose of life. She's here today to empower you to find peace in a busy world, inspire transformations, and help you experience life with clarity and compassion. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcoming the founder of Universal Door Meditation Center, the Awakened One, Thich Dieu Thien. So, I'm just very curious to know more about. Can you share a little bit about your background and your upbringing? What were you doing before you became the awakened one?
I was born in this world since I was a baby, a young child. I start to realize that I'm not belong to this world. I belong to the world. Clarity, peaceful, open, vast space, and full of wisdom and compassion. At that moment, I felt that very clear. But I see is that I'm not belong to the world. Always stress, love, hate, right, wrong, good, bad, high, low, and fighting. And I see is how humans suffering. And even me facing this situation when I was young, I could not handle. I see, no, it's not my life. It's not my true home. I need to go back to my true home. And in order to liberate all the suffering within myself and later help people to wake up and liberate. And from that moment, I stood up searching the answer for my question, regardless of any struggle within myself and those around the society, anything, nothing stopped me to searching for my answer. And I apply many methods. I study about Buddhism and other religion too. But no matter what I apply, sure can help me to reach some level of peace, some level of happiness. But truly, it's not about final destination. It's truly free, truly happy, and truly liberate the suffering of cycle, birth, and death. And keep working until finally I reach the final. But when I reach the final destination, I know right away that is my true home. I go back to the place, always serene, vast, open, and right there, true love appear, true compassion appear, and wisdom appear, and I can see everybody have capacity to wake up truly free and liberate all the suffering. And from that moment, I make a vow to step into this world to awaken their Buddha potential and help them to be truly happy and truly free in the busy life. That is my goal.
That's really beautiful. So I know you became awakened or enlightened, I would say in 2001,
One,
24 years ago. So what
yes,
happened? How did you finally become the awakened one? Like what happened?
wonderful. Not about finally. I'm searching for 30 years. And along the way, every day, I have a chance to witness many things happening within myself and happening within a world, the family, society, friends, and everything. And from there, I have a chance to develop more with the question
Mm,
and how every day I see how people are suffering. Give me a power to want to go home and give me a power to want to wake up and liberate soon in order to wake the world up. Therefore, like a cooking, is to keep cooking within myself, right? And also, I have a chance to searching a lot of methods. I apply many methods along the way to help me to recognize a lot of things within myself and answer a lot of questions for my journey. But even for many years of practice, many methods, reading many books, and searching for many teachers to help me. That's one. It's many things happening along the way, but can lead me to a certain point, certain level. But truly, that cannot bring me home yet. And until the final moment in the meditation in Thailand. And from that moment is that I hit to the final point and give me a chance to truly go back. I make a vow to go back to seeding, to fading with me within myself. No matter what thing happening, even inside, a lot of voice appear within myself to tell me, no, you already done. But I still don't follow. And many things outside happening outside, but cannot distract me. I seeding and facing myself for many days, almost 8 days. And then from there, a lot of voice appear. But every voice appear within myself, I can recognize. Even tell me that if I sitting here long, I will die. But that voice still cannot control me, cannot lead me to stop searching. And until finally the day, boom, I go home. The moment, boom, and then truly I'm separate from my body, separate from my mind, separate from everything. Five scan us completely fall apart. I go back home. It's like out the body, in and out, and then boom, and truly go back to much of the universal, much of the Buddha world. The world is always vast, open, and space. And from there, all question is gone and separate from the body, the mind, the object of that, all disappear. And from there, I live in that world. And from there, I can see everybody around the world, regardless of background, culture, and country, and everything is I can see each person have capacity to wake up. And from there, just naturally walk into the world. This become natural for me at that moment. How do you feel? Is a surprise?
No, it's amazing. I mean,
Amazing.
yeah, and to be able to see everyone, each and every person
Yes.
in the world, that is
Yes.
that's yeah. I mean, I could not imagine. So
And also I can see each person stuck to what the block them to be truly happy.
wow.
Yes. And I know exactly how to help them if they are willing.
Mm,
If they are not, no. If they see they need to go home, they have a question, it's easy for me because I see each person very clear. And from there, I will know how to wake them up. I will know how to show them what stuck way already blocked them to be truly happy and truly free. And from there, it's easy for them to wake up. And then along the way, liberate along the way. And they feel for themselves right away. They see they are open, they are fresh, they are happy. And all the burden within themselves it will fall apart like that. They feel it.
mm,
Not about illusion, not about amazing. No, that's something about true experience.
right. So is that how you help everyone awaken their Buddha potential? Like
I
by
can see them.
knowing them, by know, can you see through them? Like
Yes, I can see through. I can see through. I don't see with the eyes. I see with the awakened eye. I can see it. And I know exactly who are they. I know exactly uh, their potential,
yeah.
Buddha potential. I know exactly about where are they right now. And I will interact with them. I will help them to wake up and step by step to liberate the stuck point already within themselves, but they don't know. But I show them. They say, oh, they say, how do you know me? I know. Like that. They say, oh, wow. There's something hidden inside they don't know. And
Mm,
then I will see it. I will show them. And then along the way, everything will open. And then they know for themselves.
mm. So in our before we started this recording, you told me about there's it's not far from being aware to being awakened. So talk to me about that. Like, are there different levels of awakening? So
Wonderful.
what does it mean to be fully awakened and to
Yes.
be enlightened?
Wonderful. You know, when you say aware, you're still inside the body.
Yeah.
You still aware of the body, right? You're aware of your thoughts. You're aware of your feeling. You're aware of your body. You're aware of your breathing in, breathing out, right? Still inside the body, right? So you're aware. But you awaken, you out. You out of the body. You awaken and you free. You liberate from the like the box, like the body, like the box, right? And you out of the box.
Okay.
And you become awakened. You become enlightened. You can see things outside. You don't see only inside. That's not aware, only inside, not complete, but awaken. You become fully awakened, and then five natures appear. When you become awakened, five natures appear. It's being serene, awakened serene, wisdom, compassion, great vow, awake to appear within yourself. And then all the stuff within yourself will completely fall apart. But when you are aware, you know everything, but the problem is still there. You're still inside the box. The system still control you, but you can aware the system. You see, you can manage the system, but you're not truly completely free from the system.
Yeah.
You see the difference between aware and awakened.
Yes. Right. You talk about the system. What do you mean by the
The
system?
human system.
Oh,
There it
human
is.
system.
The human system, right? The human system. You see, we've been trapped by the human system, like five scanners. You know, we've been trapped by the system. The way you see things, the way you hear things, the way you smell, the way you touch, the way you taste, you touch. It's a system. We've been controlled by the system, the
Yeah.
illusion system, right? And then that's why we've been controlled by that system. But when you become awakened, you liberate from the system. The system no longer control you, and you are free. But you still have the system. But the system just become the tool, not become the control. You see, you've been trapped by the system, lead us to cycle birth and death.
Yeah. That's what I want to talk to you about next.
Okay.
Because I believe you know this as well. Half of the world, at least I would say, half of the world doesn't believe in past life or reincarnation, right?
Yes.
So, what is the cycle of life and death, which you just talked about, and how do we know that it truly exists? Because most people don't even believe in it, reincarnation, past life, and all that.
Yes, because they think that is they just appear in this world, right?
Yeah.
But each person appear in this world depend on their karma.
Mm.
Some rich, some poor, some you see that each person, even they born, they each have different personality, right?
Yeah.
Personality, they came to this world, but they already have their personality. They say I am this, I am that, or some kind of energy within themselves, right? Appear within themselves, right? Lead them to react different way, right? Or
Mm.
some born in a rich family, born in a poor family, born from this country, from to that country, right? That is karma. Lead them to this world. Depend on this world or different world, right? That's called karma. You
Mm.
see, and therefore every day they act, they live based on their habit energy. That we call the karma, right? But when you become awakened or on the way to wake up, will transform the karma. The
Mm.
karma will transform because the karma is not real. But because we don't know, therefore become real. As a leader to different world and lead us to react in different certain way, right?
Yeah.
And when you become awakened, when I awaken everybody up, and along the way, all the karma will transform. They know it. You become light. You become open. You can become fresh, and the karma within yourself and those people around you will transform. It's so powerful. In that, everybody can recognize that is that the karma will lead to the cycle of birth and death again, 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 again. You see, for example, like daily life, when we born in this world, right? Everybody feel, say, everybody grow up, they say, oh, I'm not happy. I think that if because I live in the parents always control us. Therefore, we are not happy. We think that after we become 18 years old, we leave the house, right? We'll be happy, right? And then the thought appear. and they follow the thoughts, right? And they work hard until they become 18 years old and they leave. They left the house, right? But when they left the house, they are not happy, right? It's like one circle, right? They finish one circle, right? And then after they left the house, they are not happy. And they say, maybe I'm not graduate yet. If I graduate from college, I will be happy. And they work hard, right? They work hard, but from that thoughts. And then until they graduate, they say, I'm still not happy. And they say, and then another circle come back and say, oh, maybe because I didn't get married yet. If I get married, I will become happy, right? And then, okay, they work hard to get married, right? And then after that, they're not happy, right? And then you see the cycle in there. And then after say, oh, maybe because I don't have children. If I have children, I will be happy. And they work hard in order to have children. After they have children, they're still not happy, right? You see the cycle in there? They just go around, around, around. While they do the cycle, they create a lot of problem. Each circle, they create problem. That we call karma. You see, good karma or bad karma. While they follow one thought to another thought. See, that we call cycle.
Okay.
Cycle in this lifetime. See, you will understand cycle in many lifetimes. But each cycle, they create the problem. Good problem or bad problem. That we call good karma or bad karma. You see, the cycle. The cycle. But we still go back to stuck in the ignorance, greed, and hatred.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes. How do we break the cycle and truly be happy? And if we are not following the thoughts, which is why which is what is leading us to stay stuck in the cycle. If we don't follow the thoughts, then what should we be following? What should be leading all our decisions in
Excellent.
life?
Wow, very good question. Truly powerful question. That's why when awaken one, awaken your Buddha potential. When you become awakened along the way, you start to see that thought, that leading. That make the circle, right? You can recognize, and that thought along the way no longer control you. You can stop it.
Right.
And will break the cycle along the way. You can break. When awaken one open, you will experience for yourself. The cycle start to break until you hit to the point, the one to create the problem. And then from there, boom, this one disappear and become you are free. And from the awaken will living from that. You don't living from the thoughts. You living from awakened mind. And awakened mind will lead you to see, do, move, but not come from the stop point. Not from that moment you free from the cycle, but you happy in everywhere, disturbed by nothing.
Okay.
That is mean enlightenment. That means wake up and liberate the cycle of birth and death. It means liberate the one to create problem.
Yeah.
To make the cycle. Got it?
Yes. Now,
Wow.
then the most important question is, how do we become awakened? Is it only through meditations? What kind of work? Is it just, because what my understanding is that Buddha meditated for like, I don't know how many years, right? And to finally become awakened and enlightened.
No.
Like, so in order to reach there, does it mean that we just have to sit under the tree and meditate all day long? And,
You become awakened. You need to meet awakened one. Awakened one is the one already go through that. They will go through that process, and they will know who you truly are. Because each person have different start point. Different person have different karma.
Yep.
And different purpose. Therefore, you need to meet awakened one in order to let awakened one show you the truth about you. And from there, depend on where are you, and I will lead you. I will lead you based on where are you. You cannot just sitting meditation. No, sitting meditation cannot wake you up. You need to know where are you, and then from there I will know what kind of tool to show you, because each person different kind of personality, different kind of purpose. different kind of karma. Therefore, I have to see you, I show you, I guide you. Some don't need to see so long. Some can meditate while they are in business. They meditate while they interact with their children. They meditate when they are interact with their co-worker. They interact with their husband and wife. That's when the practice cannot just sitting meditation. No, everywhere, wherever they are, while they're eating, while they are cooking, while they're working, everywhere. The most important is I will see you, I will show you, I will tell you exactly where are you, and then how can you start the journey. And from there, you will see for your own.
So the other thing that I want to ask you about is the one that you speak often, which is unborn mind and the born mind. And you asked
Yes.
me that question earlier, like, am I aware of the unborn mind? So I know actually this is the first time I'm hearing about this term. So talk to me about that. Like, explain what is the unborn mind and what is the born mind.
Born mind is that the mind is not born anything, no born, no die, right? The born is awakened mind, right? The unborn. Còn the born mind là the one always create problem. The born là the one to born. Cycle of birth and death, right? The born about right and wrong. Living, dying, good, bad, high, low, love, hate, right? See, the born mind là always create both sides, right? It's a duality, right? That is the born mind. When you wake up, you become awakened, you go back to the unborn mind, awake mind, become enlightened, right? And then from that is that you liberate from the born mind. The born mind is the mind to create the system. You see, that is the born mind. That cause a lot of stress. Everyday life, inside ourselves, always the born mind always active, right?
Yep.
Always active, cannot, it's very busy all the time. That's called the born mind. But the unborn is that the mind can see the born mind. You see, the one can see the born mind. It's the unborn. Unborn, like what can see the born? But until the moment from the unborn mind, you become awakened. From that moment, it's a liberate the born mind. That cause the suffering. That cause the cycle of birth and death.
So how can we return to the
See,
unborn mind?
the unborn is the awakened mind.
Yeah.
The clarity mind. Like awaken. The mind never change. Can see things very clear as they are. The unborn mind can see things as they are. But the born mind see things through the perception, reaction, point of view. You see, usually we always, in daily life, people always see things through the born mind. Therefore, create a lot of conflict between each other. You see? But when you go back to the unborn mind, no more conflict, no more fighting, no more judging, but true love appear, true wisdom appear. You see, and true happiness appear when you go back to live with the unborn mind. That is my goal. My goal to help, my purpose to help everybody. Everybody have that capacity to go back to the unborn and liberate the born mind. I think that is my purpose to be here in this world to help people to go back to live with that.
Beautiful. So what exactly is the kind of work that I know you founded your meditation center. So what was the kind of experience what is the kind of work that people will have to do when they arrive at your center? What is the journey? How long is the program? How does it work to be
Wonderful question. Because every awakened one opened the awakened center to help people to go back to the unborn, right?
Yeah.
And liberate the born. Therefore, the center itself already, because all the nuns, monks, and the lay person, the poor student there, because everybody go back there to live until to become a Buddha and liberate the cycle of birth and death. Therefore, the environment there is already serene, peaceful, and clarity. And everybody there already walk that path. Therefore, when people from outside, outside they are very busy mind, right? It's a born mind, right? When you step into the center, right away, you feel connect with the pure, vast space in the center, and all the born mind just start to fall apart. Even not liberate yet, they at least fall apart. And from there, they step in with the pure mind, and then step by step, and listen the talk in one. I open for them to connect back to the unborn. And then the activity there, awakened one will help them to like seating meditation, walking meditation, eating meditation, sharing meditation. And I start to, from there, I start to see them and I start to open for them step by step to apply in order to know where are they and what make them suffer. And then from there, step by step to apply in order to go back to the unborn and liberate the attached to the born mind. And usually even they came only one day. They already experienced about that right away. All people, when they step in again, sure they cannot carry that forever, but at least they experience about that one day. Never forgot. When they left the center, they are totally different. Before they came, no, they busy, question, and have a lot of stress. But when they came to the center, they met awakened one, they met the sangha, they start to apply totally afternoon. Then the moment they totally become a different person. All the thing stuck in here start to fall apart, and it become clear, open space, and true love appear within themselves. And they look at their parents different. They look at their children become different. They look at co-worker become different. And then truly, and then from that moment, they never forgot that. And they would like to come back in order to truly connect back to the unborn and truly live with that 24/7.
Yeah.
And then bring that to the world.
Yeah.
That is the goal, the main point.
Yeah, because it cannot be just, it's like in order to become, let's say, just take me as an example, right? In order for me to become awakened, doesn't mean that I have to go become a nun, go study at the center and just stay there forever. Of course, if I stay there forever, I will feel peaceful, calm, and because there's no problems, right? But once I leave the center and go to the real world, that's where I get busy, distractions, people, problems, right? Things, right? Friends, family. So, like, the question is, of course, I can feel peaceful and calm at any centers, right? When I do the work, right? But when I'm surrounded by someone like you, but when I am on my own in the real world 24/7, how do I still come back to that, feeling?
That is my goal. You in order to become awakened, you don't have to become a nun or monk or live in the center. No. Awakened one will know how to help you
Mm,
to become awakened in your daily life. But first, sure, you need to come to the center, meet awakened one, and you have to apply in order to know what is me, what is a unborn, what is mean about the born mind, call your suffering. And the awakened one start to guide you step by step for you to experience about that. And then from there, I will guide you to apply in your daily life until one day you are free from your daily life. You don't have to be in the center
yeah.
in order to experience about that. You need to be awakened between you and your husband, you and your wife, you and your children, you and your co-worker. That is the key. Disturbed by nothing. When you become enlightenment or awakened, you have to be free in any situation, not only in the meditation center
Yeah.
or in any kind of form. You cannot be just become you have a monk and a nun. No. But monk and nun that depend on their vow. Because they have vowed to become a Buddha and then travel around the world to wake the world up. They have full
Mm,
time. That's their vow. But in order to become awakened, I will help anybody. You know how to apply to go back to the unborn and liberate the born mind in your daily life, in busy life. That is the main key.
yeah, that is the goal. Yes. So,
Yes.
like I understand this intellectually. Like I know what you're talking about, right? I interviewed so many masters and I know what they're talking about. Like understand it intellectually, but I haven't, to be honest, haven't really had a chance to experience it, you know, like the wisdom, the awakening, even just like, even just for 1 second. So what is the difference between knowing it intellectually, like I'm still in my mind, and versus knowing from wisdom and also like truly experiencing it?
The moment, because the reason before you didn't know that because you only in the level of awareness just still inside. You see, still aware with the mind, aware of the body, aware of the feeling, aware of everything, right? That's when you still stuck, you still here.
Yep.
But when you awaken, one give your experience about awaken, you totally separation. You know for yourself at that moment. It totally separate. You become awakened, even not fully yet, but at that moment, all the sensation disappear. And then you live in awakened level. You live in that stage, you see, and then you are free like float, right? You see, like someone's float under the water, right? On the air, right?
Yeah.
You are free, but you know everything. You still clear everything. You're not in somewhere else. No, you awaken, but you know everything. And you look at everybody, you see it. Who are they? You know everything. You see it? It's separate from your mind, your body, your object of mind. Totally different. At that moment, you will know for your own.
Yeah.
You see, now you see the difference between awareness and awaken. You see it?
Yes.
Awaken is separation and completely separate. And then the wisdom might appear. When you become awakened, that the wisdom might appear. Right there appear inside awakened mind. And compassion appear. And wisdom and true love appear. True understand appear. And awakened to appear, right? But awareness, just a very limited insight. It cannot reach, bring you to awaken.
Yeah.
But will, if you already work with awareness, you have more chance to
Mm.
become awakened if you met awakened one. And
Yeah.
I will show you, I will guide you
Oh,
to reach to that level. And you will know for yourself right away. Not illusion. That moment you are separation. And you
wonderful.
live in awakened mind. For someone, someday, they live in that for some day, some weeks, some months, and then from there continue to develop until 24/7.
So since you have worked with so many people, what are some of the common barriers that you see that is preventing people from truly becoming awakened? Because to be honest, I mean, you can still count with your fingers like how many people are awakened in the world, right? So what are really some barriers that really preventing people from holding them back from becoming awakened, even though they say they want to be awakened, even though they go to your center and learn from you, even though you give them all the things that all the tools and the resources, they're still not able to become awakened? Like what is really holding them back?
The most important is because at first they don't know what is awakened yet. They never know. They never met someone.
Yeah.
They never know about what it means. If you don't know how you can reach that level, you understand? Listen, you don't know. You only whatever you know. That's all you know, right? It's like don't know. If you don't know, how can you want to become a Buddha? How can you want to become awakened, right? Because you have no idea until one day you met awakened one, the one already live in that world to show you.
Yeah.
And then when they show you, you say, oh, that was, wow, what is mean awaken? And you feel the difference between awakened world and the human world. And from that moment, the journey starts.
Mm.
If not, they don't know. You understand? If you don't know how, all they know before, they only know in the lecture about the books, about something from the book and from the lecture, right? Or some kind of application is still very limited. Therefore, they don't know. But I think everybody, if they met awakened one, after awakened one awaken their Buddha potential, they separate, they feel the separation from the human world and awakened world. Are we going to see that everybody would like to come back there? Nobody say no, right? Even along the way, still not easy immediately. But when they experience about that moment, are we going to saw that? I saw everybody would like to experience about that, to go back to live with that, because go back to live with that truly, they lose, it's a lose the attachments cause suffering, but they gain is a true love, true wisdom, true compassion. They don't lose anything, but they live in a clear mind, fresh, open, and clear. And why no one would like to come back to live with that?
Yeah.
And they still live in the daily life. They don't drop anything in their family, but they just go back to live with that. And I want to see everybody would like to go back there. No one say no if they know.
So as the awakened one, do you have no anger at all? Like, do you have no sadness, no emotions, no anger, no frustration, no problems as the awakened one? Like, how do you see all these problems in your life as the awakened one?
Truly, when I become awakened, and I'm separate, I'm completely liberate the system already. That system no longer control me. Therefore, easy for me to understand people. And easy for me to wake people up.
Yeah.
Because when I become awakened, I'm fully separate. I'm fully complete the system already. Liberate. Like I no longer live in the ignorance. I no longer being trapped in the greed and hatred. You know the reason people suffer because that the ignorance, and they greed. They stuck in the greed, and therefore cause a lot of conflict.
Yeah.
Right? When I awaken, I'm no longer live in ignorance. Therefore, I'm not become a greed. You see,
Yeah.
without greed, and I have no suffering, right?
Yeah.
And just only true love, true wisdom, and true compassion. And also, I see why people suffering. Therefore, I will help them. I will wake them, and I understand. Therefore, whatever people react in front of awakened one, I'm still free because I don't expect anything because I become awakened already. Therefore, I don't hold on to anything from people because I understand. I know who are they. I know why people suffering. I know what blocked them to be truly happy. It's of my true love appear, and then I just help them. Therefore, no anger, no suffering. Even somebody stay in front of me, yell at me, scold at me, and do whatever, disturb and nothing because I know who I am. And therefore, naturally, from their true love appear, I just help them to wake up and live.
Yeah. That's what compassion is, right? That's what love
Yes, it's
is.
become
Yes.
natural. I don't try to become a compassion. I don't try to love people. It's a true love naturally. When I become awakened. It's true love naturally appear. It's from the source,
Yeah.
and no thoughts of I have to love people because I'm a master. I have to love people. I have to try to practice to love people. No, it's a naturally appear. From there, it's easy for me to wake people. And when awaken one wake people, I don't need to learn anything. No, I don't learn from the book to teach people. I don't learn from application to teach people. It's a naturally come from awake source. I see them like a mirror. I can see them everything, and from there, awake tool appear. The tool appear to wake them up, to wake each person up. Yes, that's why I awaken people in different way. You know, from this person, I see them, I show you this way. This one, I show them this way. I don't use any lecture or any methods to bring out for everybody. No, each different tool, each different kind of wake up, which naturally come from the source, awakened source.
So since everyone awakens differently, but is there a simple practice that you can share with me and my listeners today? Or even the other people who are listening, right?
Very good.
Do you have a simple practice that you can share?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
For example, everybody different, sure, but the basic thing, like first, everybody know that the unborn mind is a you. The born mind is not you. That is a false. Everybody start to recognize that you are the unborn mind. You are awakened mind. You are not the false mind. You are not the born mind. That is the first step everybody start to realize. But I will help them when they experience about that. Next, everybody, you need to go back to awaken stillness. Just everybody busy, right? Just have a chance to go back to awaken stillness. Just to be present, to be clear, to be open, right? That's and go back to breathing in, breathing out. To give you a chance to settle down yourself. That is a next step. And when you settle down yourself and your mind no longer busy, right? And then you have a chance to connect with the unborn mind, the clear mind, the awakened mind within yourself. You see it? You feel it? That go back to present. Don't follow any thoughts. Just aware of your breathing, breathing out. And any thoughts arise, recognize but don't follow. Any feeling arise, recognize but don't follow. Continue to stay in stillness and aware of your breathing in, breathing out. And still aware of anything happening within your mind, your body, your feeling, but don't associate with that. Just aware of it. And then start to recognize the one, to see all the things happening inside your body, your mind, and the object of mind. Continue to be present. Continue to aware of your breathing in, breathing out. Any voice appear, don't follow. Any feeling appear within yourself, don't follow. You know it, but don't follow. Anything happening within your body, know it, don't follow. Continue to stay in the stillness. And connect to the clear mind within yourself, the unborn mind within yourself. You start to recognize the unborn inside yourself. The unborn mind there, always there, to waiting for you to come back, to connect back with that, to live with it. Continue to connect back to the unborn. Continue to stay in the stillness. Continue to aware of your breathing in, breathing out. And remember that the purpose to go back to live the unborn and liberate the attached to the born mind. In order to be truly happy and truly free. Our goal to want to know who we truly are. We are the unborn or we are the born mind. We are not practiced to find ease and peace. We want to become awakened and liberate the attached to the born mind cause suffering. We continue to go back to the unborn, connect back to the unborn. Continue to go back to awakened stillness. How can you do it? Can you follow me?
Right. Still, there's I'm still thinking
The
about
voice appear,
the voice for sure, right? Yeah.
but don't follow. That's why when the voice appear, that's why when awakened one guide you to go back to awakened stillness, just let it be, right? Let it be and go back. And from there, just settle down, like settle down. And then from there, you're aware of breathing in, breathing out. You see it? And then the mind come, right? Move,
Yeah.
move, move. Don't follow. Just know it and then come back. Breathing in, breathing out. At first, just guide you a little bit, right? Breathing in, breathing out. And then you come back and the feeling appear. Recognize, don't follow. And then continue to go back to stillness, right? And then breathing in, breathing out. And until everything settle down. And then from that moment, the clarity appear, right? The clear mind appear, the unborn mind appear, right? When you recognize the unborn, you start to know who you truly are, right? When you go back to the unborn right away, the real you appear and give you a chance to know all the thoughts, the sensation, the feeling. It's not you, or they fall apart. And from that moment, you have a chance to experience about two mind, the unborn mind and the born mind. You see, you have a chance to recognize a little bit about that.
Yes, now that you mention it, yeah, there are two minds. Yes.
Two mind. Wow. That is the first step. That's the doorway to step in. But and then after that, I will open more. But that is the foundation, the step, the first step for you to settle down yourself. And then from you start to see the two mind, right? The unborn and the born. From there, the journey starts.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Now, usually this is how we end, but the episode, I mean the podcast. I almost forgotten that we are actually doing a podcast. That was so beautiful.
But truly you have a deep question. All the question you ask,
Thank you.
it's not mean truly come from your question. It's very good. I'm very happy to see you today and open everything for you.
Thank you.
Because
Yeah.
it's open for you is being open for the world. But truly
Yes.
come from your heart for your question.
So you're going to make me
Very nice.
cry. Thank you so much for coming. I wasn't expecting to have a master on my show, and this is like, it's like the next level for myself, for me. I feel like I always believe that we cross paths for a reason, right? And I'm really grateful for your presence today. So thank you so much. But before we end, is there anything else that you want to share?
Excellent. That's the most important for Awaken One to want to share with you all about. Because most people when they practice, because they don't know who they truly are and what not they are not. Therefore, when they step into practice, when they find out about clarity, peaceful and present and bright, where they hold on to that. They hold on to that. Therefore, they didn't have a chance to know. They need to wake up. They need to wake up and liberate. Because whatever they hold on, for example, like awaken open for you, right? Go back to awaken stillness. Go back to the clear mind and settle down yourself. Go back to breathing in, breathing out. And seeing them apply, they connect to the unborn. They feel ease, they feel peace, right? And right away they attach to that. They stay to that level. They didn't have a chance to go further. That is the mistake a lot of people have. It's means they hold on to that practice, but they don't know that they need to wake up because that practice is just the first step to lead them to the final destination. But most people, they don't know. They think that practice is the final destination. Therefore, they hold on to that practice and they cannot fully wake up and liberate the cycle of birth and death, right? And when they practice like that, they only okay in the meditation room. But when they go out, they get lost. So if they have a goal to wake up and liberate the system, they will live in daily life. That is the mistake most people have. Today, I'm here to help you that. You need to see that part for yourself. And then I will guide you in your daily life to liberate from that mistake. Most people, they don't know. They get stuck. They think the more I practice, the more I reach that destination. But no, the practice cannot reach the destination. In order to reach the destination, you need to have awakened one to open wisdom for you, to lead to the high level, awakened level. That practice only the first step to settle down yourself.
Yeah.
To get to know what is the unborn and what is born mind. But if you keep practice, that level cannot lead you to destination. That just keep you there. And then you're only okay when you are in meditation hall. But when you're out, you are stuck. That's it. But
Yes.
if you reach to the fully destination, you are free from the ocean of life. That is the main point I would try to tell you today. That's the reason you ask why people don't know. They don't know about that. You see, sometimes they think they're not practice enough. But even they practice enough, they still stuck in that level.
So true. Yes.
Got it?
Yes. Thank you so
Wow.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
your
everything
question.
again. Namaste. And guys, I trust that this conversation has helped you, people who are listening today, reconnect with your true essence, inner stillness, and your wisdom. And just a little bit more awakened after listening to this episode, I hope. And also remember to share this with your friends,
Yes.
family, to help them transform and find their clarity as well. And I will leave all the links in the show below, all the resources, including the website to the meditation center that Zen Master founded. Visit the center if you can, do it in person and meet our Zen Master in person and let her guide you on this journey to your awakening. Thank you so much again, and I will see you again next week. Bye bye.
Thank you.